You're in the sales process, you're talking, and what's that difficult message? Tell everybody, so let's see what we got.
Okay. I want to teach you how to speak Spanish in 6 weeks.
Okay, so you're, all of a sudden the person says, I want to teach you how to speak Spanish in 6 weeks. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, now when you're hearing that message, how do you feel inside? You know what? I want to teach you how to speak Spanish in 6 weeks. How do you feel inside? How does that feel?
I mean, it's an emotional statement because kind of like it's something that is doable.
Right.
Kind of like.
Okay. All right. So, and is that more unsettled, worried, scared, irritated, annoyed? You know what? I want to teach you Spanish in 6 weeks. How's that difficult message land? What feeling word is coming up inside your body when you hear that person saying that to you? Because that's a difficult message. You know what?
Maybe the feeling is, I want to verbalize this feeling. So the feeling is, okay, so it's kind of like it's easy for me, but it may be difficult for them.
Oh, so when you're trying, are you the person that's saying the message to them that you're going to teach this?
Yes.
Okay, a little bit different. Okay, a little different than what I was thinking. Okay, so you're going to teach them Spanish in 6 weeks, right?
Yes.
Ooh. Watch what happens. You ready? Okay. Say the sentence to me and watch what happens. Say, I'm going to teach you Spanish.
I want to teach you Spanish in the next 6 weeks.
I don't know. What happens next? How do you feel when I just did that? I don't know. I don't think I can do that.
Okay, so I feel the need to persuade you.
Oh, yes, you do. So his four strategies are going to be one of the 4 strategies. He's going to try to convince or persuade. He's going to go down the path of trying to connect. He's going to maybe use some anticipation strategies. And he's going to try to do a series of closings. Small little, well, you could do this and little benefits and things like that. I'm going to ask you to do this instead. Okay? When I say I don't want to, I'm going to ask you to assign a feeling word to me here, and then assign a need word to you. I'm going to give those 2 to you. Ready? All right. So tell me the first sentence, and I'm going to say, I don't know. Listen, I don't think I can do that. That's what I'm going to say back to you. Okay? So go ahead and say the first one, then I'll say the one back to you, and then I'm going to give you a new sentence. Okay, ready? Go.
I want to teach you how to speak Spanish in 6 weeks.
Wow, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. Say this next. Could you be feeling doubtful? Say that next.
Could you be feeling doubtful?
Because you have a need for trust.
Because you have a need for trust.
That is not met.
That is not met.
Because you don't think you can do it.
Because you don't think you can do it.
Yes. Now I'm giving him the internal message of what's happening inside my body. Doubt is coming from the need for trust in this case. If you're in touch, don't stop at the feeling. You got to get to the need before the emotional load drops. Then it'll go better. So, what are some other people say to you when you say, I'm going to teach it in 6 weeks? Is there any other objection that they say to you? What's another one?
I'm busy, I don't have time.
Excellent. Everybody ever hear that one? I'm busy, I don't have any time, right? Okay. All right. Say, I'm going to teach you, teach you Spanish. I'll give you the busy, and then we're going to give the empathy sentence next. Okay, ready? Go.
I want to teach you Spanish in the next 6 weeks.
You know what? I am really busy. I just don't have any time. Could you be feeling overwhelmed?
Could you be feeling overwhelmed?
I'm just getting good at this. Goodness. Because you really have a need for timeliness and you really have a need to contribute to your family. Try those 2.
Because you have a need for time and control with your family.
Yes, I've got so much stuff to do. Work is so busy. Say, I hear work is busy.
Work is busy.
And you don't have enough time.
And you don't have enough time.
Well, yes. Notice how many yeses he's getting, by the way. Has he sold anything yet? No, he has not. All he's doing is connecting. So a standard rapport is trying to find out some common things about people. This is not that. This is, I am going to speak to the subtext of the person's emotions. That's what I'm going for next. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so notice the feeling of doubt is coming from the need for trust. The feeling of overwhelmed is coming from time. Okay, so what happens is that you're getting a couple of different yeses here, and now all of a sudden the emotional load is starting to drop. Now, did they come to you and say, I want to learn how to speak Spanish?
Yes.
They
yes,
did?
They come to me. Yeah.
Why is this all this resistance here? They came to him and all of a sudden they're not getting to the line. Say this back to me. Could you be feeling hesitant?
Can you be feeling hesitant?
Because you have a need for financial security.
Because you have a need for financial security.
And you might not be able to pay my fees.
And you will not be able to pay my fees.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just thinking about, I got these things I got to buy for my kids, and I want to get a new car, and my mortgage payment's coming up. Yeah, I hear you feel overwhelmed.
I hear you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, and you have a lot of things
And you have a lot of things
that you want to pay before Spanish.
that you want to pay before Spanish.
Yeah, but you know what? I really need that Spanish. What just happened?
He said it.
Right. The empathy, the connection's high. You're understanding where my obstacles are. But you are not trying to convince me on what great teacher you are. You are on their side of the fence. All right. Now, you know what happens, right? You got to take care of yourself. Right? All right. So what's happening inside you about this process? What's going on inside you?
It's a revelation to me about being able to be present
That's right.
to what the other party is feeling and going through,
That's right.
and being able to meet them where they are.
Meet them where they are. So notice the level of compassion is high. Is everybody clear about this? Level of connection. All of a sudden the room just kind of felt a little bit better. Got that warm and kind of like cool energy that showed up. Does everybody get this? All right. Thank you. Give him a hand.